Hello, Astro friends. This is the forecast for February 5th through the 11th, and the big energy for this week is a new moon in Aquarius on the 9th. Uranus, the ruler of the new moon chart, is actually going to be squaring the sun and the moon. So we have a bit of a hesitation or a stall around some of the more progressive Aquarius energies, and I'll talk more about this in my video soon to come on the new moon in Aquarius. As for this week, however, Pluto remains the gatekeeper of Aquarius, and this Aquarius season, as all of the personal planets ingress into Aquarius, they will come into contact with Pluto. Today, Mercury actually enters Aquarius and will be conjunct Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius. The personal planets are the planets that are closest to the sun, and they move quickly, while the outer planets can stay for many years, or in Pluto's case, decades in a sign. The personal planets move very quickly through each of the signs. And they represent more of our human themes or parts of our core personalities, especially when we're reading them in a natal chart. Because if you imagine, the outer planets will be in the same sign for people of your generation. So everyone you went to school with are likely going to have Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Chiron, all in the same signs that you do. On the other hand, the sun moves 1 degree, about 1 degree a day. Mercury and Venus can move faster, but they also go into retrogrades. The moon moves over 13 degrees in a day, and the outer planets are barely moving. And when we are talking about Pluto specifically, it only moves about 15 seconds a day. So Pluto will be stationed at 0 degrees of Aquarius for quite a long time. Meanwhile, all of these faster moving inner planets, these personal planets, are entering Aquarius, and they're going to meet up with Pluto first. There's an imprinting happening with this conjunction as Pluto meets up with these personal planets. All the personal planets are going to carry this very Plutonic tone into Aquarius. So Aquarius season will be a bit different this year. We'll have a deeper awareness about these Aquarian themes around progress, advancements, technological advancements especially, and we may be perhaps a bit jaded about these things. With Mercury entering Aquarius, we're going to start to process a lot of the implications of AI and these technologies. We've already had 2 big advancements happening with Pluto recently moving into Aquarius again. The new Apple Vison Pro came out, and Elon Musk's Neurolink came out. So technology is becoming more integrated into the human experience. And with Mercury ingressing into Aquarius this week and meeting up with Pluto first, we're going to start to have some deep thoughts about this. Likely there's going to be a lot of debates about this. Mercury is all about communication and talking, processing. We're going to have a lot of communication, a lot of conversations revolve around these topics. It's going to be what we're all talking about. And I think it already is if you're paying attention in social media. Mercury in Aquarius now, that's the lower octave of Uranus, ruler of Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius. So this can really bring in big insights that come to the forefront of everyday life. We're going to be thinking big about the basic functionality of our world. And these are going to have huge implications. Things we may have not thought about before are going to start to come into our awareness. And we may have some big insights and downloads about our everyday life, our local networks, our neighborhoods that we function in, the work that we do in the world. Mercury stations retrograde on April 1st, but it's first going to enter its shadow on March 18th. So we're also going to have a big moment of reflection on all of these topics around technology, around progress coming soon. Energetically, this week has a lot of resistance that may come up as we continue to work with energies that are very different between Capricorn and Aries, that's earth and fire, and Aquarius and Taurus, and that's air and earth. The energy isn't flowing smoothly. There's some integration that needs to happen, and this can reflect an inner conflict that we're personally experiencing. Capricorn, for example, is more about existing structures, tradition. Aries is more about pioneering. It's ready to do something new. It's the sign that evokes spring. And we have this sense that we're ready to maybe move forward, charge ahead. And yet there's hesitation, there's a stall, there could be loose ends that need to be addressed first. So we're not able to quite move forward yet. We have this same tension between Aquarius, that's all about innovation and progress, and Taurus, which is more stable, comfortable, and where we have more familiarity. It's the old versus the new again. So we're seeing some stalls around progress, maybe some resistance that may come up that we'll have to work through. And this could be the growing pains around needing to do things differently and the forces within or without that may resist this. I'll of course be discussing all of this in full in my full report on Substack with my paid subscribers, and you can learn more about becoming a paid subscriber and all the perks that come with this at courtneyingham.substack.com. Astrology Club does start this Thursday, so if you want to sign up, you still can. We'll be learning about how to integrate the energies of the transits into our own charts. You can learn more by going to the show notes of this podcast on Substack or see my link in the bio.